Okay, here we are with Freedom Finance Corner. I'm here today, and I'm just going to be talking with everyone without the music and just letting you know a little bit about myself. If anyone runs across this that's part of Local 19 or is anyone that I'm trying to fight the good fight, I'm putting here the boxing gloves. That means the Local 23 lawyer, Rob Lavitt, or the Local 23 union, Tacoma Longshoreman. This is for you guys, but this is mainly for anyone. Because the Lord sets the table before my enemies is basically why I said the 23 thing and the lawyers, because they try to take me out. But my whole point is this, you guys, that I don't forget where I came from. I'm a longshoreman. I have 22 years. I'm working on my 22 year of being vested, which includes my casual years because they count, because I got my 800 that year, and then another when I was ID, my 1300. And I just want to let you know, man, it was not easy. It was not. I was an ironworker, a carpenter. Before I even started this, I was in a program called Youth Build, where we build houses for HUD. And we would be in the classroom 1 week learning about getting our GED, and then on the classroom, getting our education on how to do construction to a pre-apprenticeship. And that was a course through King County, and it was paid, and we all graduated. And then they got me into the Carpenters Union, and I actually took the Carpenters journeyman test, and I went straight in almost as a journeyman. I went in like a fourth period. There was 8 periods, so halfway through the apprenticeship, I skipped over half of it. And then my tools got stolen on a job site. And then my good friend James Jones, I called him up at the time. My truck was broke down. I was rebuilding the motor. I tore it apart 2 times. It turns out because it was made in Mexico, the engine from AutoZone, or wherever you want to call these places, Shucks, or the place where I bought the crate motor. The Chevy 350 went in a 78 Chevy 1-ton, and the bearings weren't the right size. I finally figured it out once I brought it to the mechanic shop, and I had to use my unemployment check to pay for this motor to get it out, and they held on to it until I paid the last payment. And I called my friend James Jones. I told him about my tools getting stolen off of my friend Ryan Nikars, his dad. It was in a bank. They stole everything in this bank. They broke into a bank, and they stole all our tools and stuff. And I didn't hold his dad liable for any of that stuff because his dad could have held the insurance. But I love that family. They were like, whatever. I was like, I'm just going to start over. It doesn't matter. And I called James Jones. He said, we'll go to the pawn shop and we'll find you a rod reel for tying rebar. I'm the superintendent down here at the Seahawks Stadium. And just do me one favor. When you may not know how to tie, I'm going to show you every day after work how to tie the rebar, how you're supposed to tie it. There's a technique on how you make the hook, and then you set yourself up for the next tie. Because when you're tying on bridge deck, you have to tie like 30 ties per minute. They want production. It's all about tonnage. Just like the longshoremen. They want tonnage. When you're driving the crane, they want tonnage. They want a certain amount of cans on this ship by a certain hour. It's like the minimum is 22. But if you can do 40, you're good. You're a good crane operator. You know what I mean? And I just got crane trained and stuff, and I'm working for that goal. But my point is this, you guys. I don't forget where I came from. When I was broke, when I was starving, when no one else would help me, James Jones helped me. When I was like sleeping in my friend's dump truck, Jeff Bird, no place to sleep, no place to go. I slept in the dump truck. I was the foreman for the company, handing out business cards at the dump site, and he got like 8 or 9 calls out of nowhere. I just like to build stuff. I build everything, man. I build Heartbeat. There's a platform my friend owns, George, and it's a 2-year-old site. You can press the middle of a YouTube video, and it shows you exactly where the start point is. I'm building 5 channels on there. I have a YouTube channel. You guys are looking at it right now. I built this from nothing. I have a Facebook group called 78 through 83 Malibu, and they have almost 19,000 members. I built a heartbeat site just for those guys. And I have a ministry that I do, that I built a heartbeat. It's called Jesus Christ on Heartbeat, and that was built for Paul Washer, because I was saved in front of my computer in 2008 when I was a B-man, and it radically changed how I looked at sin and looked at television and the news and the propaganda that just fills my mind with crap. You know what I mean? Because you are what you receive. And I'm just basically trying to tell all of my coworkers who I work with, they're called casuals in the Longshoremen, and that's basically where you have to start as a casual. You start off as a D card, and then once you get a certain amount of seniority, you get elevated to they call it ID casual. And then once they elevate you to B-man, then you finally get your medical, you have a registration number, and then that's when all the perks come, when you're on the bus with all the cocktails and all the great stuff that's on the bus, you know what I mean? And until then, you're just on the back of the bus with the casuals, you're just riding around with the membership. And then once you get your 5 years in with the B-man, then you're an A-man, and then you can get first choice. When these jobs come down, it goes A, B, C, D. These guys are walking away without work. There's not enough work for everyone. And then these A-men and these B-men, they forget about where they came from. They don't go down there. And even I'm guilty of this. You guys, you know what I mean? I don't know most of who these people are. But I'm going to tell you something right now. We all breathe the same air. We all, even if you're not a longshoreman, I love you. If you're watching my channel right now, I want to let you know that I love you. And if you could do anything, please help me build this channel up. Please leave a comment. And just share what I'm trying to do. I'm only up to like 12,500 subscribers. I'm a little channel. But imagine when I get my 100,000 play button, you guys, I'm going to have a huge impact on what I'm trying to do here. And I'm starting a class January 2nd, and it's going to be down there at the Longshoremen's Local 19 Hall under the bridge, because they're not going to let me in that building because I don't have a finance degree. They want some finance degree to go in there. And you guys can visit my channel at h.ki, and that's at Finance Corner, okay? And what we're doing on there is I have my mentor James up on there, and we're sharing you guys the top 4 assets on where you can just buy it and hold. You don't have to be trading in and out of this stuff like a stock. I can show you how someone with the minimum wage, you can just take $10, $50, or even $100, and you can just buy one of these assets and just hold on to it. I even own a brokerage firm. It's located 9030 35th Avenue, Southwest Seattle, 98126, Suite 100. I will personally brokerage and do everything for you. And right now, I won't even charge you, if you know what I mean. Like I'm starting out. I've got a certain amount of clients, but my whole thing is, you guys, is I don't forget where I came from. And we're going to talk a little bit what happened today. Like I went in the store in Safeway. I was getting some hay for my animals. It's snowing up here, and so I'm just trying to get what we can get. You know what I mean, so we can make it through. And I'm not going to be driving my big old truck and trailer with all this snow sliding around. It takes one accident, dude, and your whole day's ruined. So I got an SUV. I stacked it on top, get some bales, put it in the hay feeders, and I stopped at the Safeway. Well, the church was out there, and you usually don't talk about what your left hand does. If your right hand's giving, you don't talk about what your left hand does, you guys. But I just want to talk about this real quick. I seen the church, they're out there, and this is before I saw the church. I seen some guys over there just hanging out, and they didn't ask me for nothing. I went up to them and said, "Hey, you guys, how you doing?" I said, "I'm headed in the store. Do you guys need anything?" And I said, "What do you want? Do you guys want beer, cigarettes, food?" The guy goes, "No, I don't want none of that." I go, "Why?" He goes, "I just want a hot meal." I said, "Cool, I'll get you a beer too with it." He goes, "No, I want just a hot meal and some water." And his friend says he wanted some Gatorade. And then he says, "Hey, do you have a cigarette?" As I'm leaving, I said, I don't smoke. But I said, what brand do you want? He said, Newports. So I went in there, I rounded everything up. And then as I was coming out, there was a huddle of these guys. There was 2 of them. When I first talked to them, there was 4 guys out there. The church was out there with their table doing stuff. And they're looking in the bag, all 4 of them looking in the bag, all excited and stuff. Well, I had my meal in there too. So I had 3 hot meals. I gave my meal away. So there was the 4th guy there, and he looked really down, and his head was hung. And I said, dude, wait right here, bro. I said, I'm going back in the store. I said, I didn't know you were here. Just hold on. I rounded up I went and brought my stuff to my truck. And then this is the sign. Remember this, you guys. This is the sign of a good guy. If you ever have a shopping cart, it's not your job to return it or return it to the thing or whatever. And I went and rounded up like 2, 3 more, and I pushed them all together, and I'm pushing all 4 carts up in the store because I told the 4th guy, I said, wait right here, bro. I'm going back in there. I'm gonna get you another food. Don't leave. You know what I mean? And then so am I pushing these carts, and the church goes, look at this guy. This guy, I didn't even know this church or nothing. They didn't even talk to me. I'm just doing what I'm doing, right? They said, look at this guy. He's pushing the carts in too. And so I go in there, and then I'm waiting for my girlfriend, because my girlfriend is like, my wife, whatever, is waiting on me, because she's like cleaning my house, like trying to help me, because I'm trying to take care of these horses and my dogs. I'm like overworked. I'm trying to do way too much, bro. You know what I mean? It's like I need help. So like I'm like, there's like a line for the deli, and I was like, oh dude, this isn't going good. So I just found, like, it wasn't a hot meal, but it was the same exact thing that they were serving. And and I grabbed that. I found some potato salad. I grabbed a fork, and I made sure those other guys had forks and napkins. By the way, I'm not giving them, you know what I mean, stuff so they can't eat it. And then I'm running out, and the ladies in the safe was like, "No running, please." So I had to stop running. Because I'm zipping around this whole place, dude. Because I think fast, I act fast, and I talk fast. That's just how I am. I get stuff done. And then so I see the guy out there, and he still had his head hung. I don't know why. And I said, hey, brother, I said, here you go. And it was in a bag. And I said, I am a man of my word. And then I went home. So I just wanted to share this with you. I don't want some amens or congratulations or none of that. I'm just letting you guys know that I remember where I come from. And I'm talking to the casuals down there, the D cards. When I start doing this class down there, I'm going to end every session with, I love every single one of you guys. I may not know who you are, but if you are hungry or if you're in a situation like these guys were, please come to me and let me know. Because if I don't know, it's like I wish my job was just to help people. I mean, truly help people, not people taking advantage of me. I don't want people thinking, oh, hey, here's a guy that can get some free stuff. No, I want to truly help people that I just bump into, and then, like how it happened today. This was a true thing. It wasn't some people just bumming money or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem buying you cigarettes or beer or whatever. Whatever makes your day happy and prospers you better. Like, those guys, they probably were thinking, that guy in that cowboy hat made me happy, made me smile to think that there's someone out there who actually cares. So with that, you guys, I just want to end it. And like I said, on the TV screen, you can see I love God. You know what I mean? And we're talking that these 4 are all the same. The Buddha, spirituality, okay? Spirituality, that is a religion. And the Indians, we're talking about the native Indians, okay? Indian spirituality and Christianity. And when I say Christianity, I'm only talking about one preacher, okay? All these other preachers, they are too soft, and their message is like a kindergarten teacher, okay? I'm talking about Paul Washer. I have a heart page dedicated to this man and his ministry, and we're going to give all our wealth to this guy and his missionary heart cry, because what he's doing across the world is putting a huge impact. And I want to be the rope, and I'm going to hold on to that. And you're going to have to kill me to let go of that rope. I'm sorry. If your name is Local 23, Rob Lavitt, or anyone trying to fight against what I'm doing, you're going to lose, dude. Sorry. I'm telling you right now. I will put all my effort into protecting these longshoremen and these casuals, these B-men and these A-men. If we travel to your port, just know that Mr. Martinez is going to get in between the threat. And I don't care about what you think, any tricks that you have up your sleeve. I have my dad, Jim Tessier, and we'll figure it out real quick. So with that, you guys, over and out. I love you. And just keep in touch with what we're doing here on this channel. Stunt Chicken presents Rabbit Hole TV, your local Comcast cable station, channel 77.